Mr. Jitesh Sharma. Look, like, I'll say it honestly.
The main batsman didn't show up to the party, so I don't even know how we made it to the finish line.
I don't know what he came in for. After they saw the way we used our spinners, why is Surya going to this kid, young, Angad Baba for the next over? Look, like, I'll say it honestly. I want nothing more than him to do well.
You don't come out with a premeditated plan.
What an amazing game. This is the reason we fell in love with this sport. This is the reason we fell in love with this team. And this is the reason we fell in love with these players, guys. Now, he took 1 or 2 in the ribs. He cramped 5 or 6 different occasions. He still managed to hit every crucial boundary we needed, even while he's falling straight on his back. It really reminded me of Glenn Maxwell against Afghanistan many years ago. He hit 4 fours, 5 sixes, and if you ask him which one his favorite one is, editor, clip that on screen because I think it's all of our favorite ones. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, Bhuvi, man, what should I even say? We're running out of superlatives for this guy. But a picture is worth 1,000 words. So, you know what, editor, put this picture on screen. I think Virat's emotions say it. Virat's face, Virat's emotions say it all, man. In a game, no short of stars and stardust. Isn't it ironic that the fate of the game was decided by Rasik Dar Salam versus Raj Angad Baba? This is the Red and Bold Show, and this is your MI review. So much to talk about, so much to break down, so much to relive. Bharat, where should we even start, man? How are you feeling right now?
I mean, there's only one place I want to start, and that's from the legend himself, Bhuvi. What an over to start off with, that metronomic length, but at the same time, he's like evolved his game to another level. Knuckleball outswingers, getting out the likes of Rohit Sharma. I mean, I can keep singing his praises, but Bhuvi, thank you for clutching this game. This game gave me such a flashback of what it meant to be like an RCB fan in the 2010s. But thank you for bringing it home. My God.
Thank you, Bhuvi. And editor, put this on screen. This is straight from Royal Challengers Bangalore Instagram. We feel the same, man. There was invention of fire, invention of the wheel, and Bhuvi joining RCB. 3 biggest moments in humanity, for sure. Ariman, I have some stats for you. This is the first game we won, having lost two or more wickets in the power play. This is only Virat's second golden duck, and only his second time in 19 years with back-to-back IPL ducks. We've talked a lot about VK, DDP, Rajat, Tim David, basically these 4 being our holy trinity or whatever, quadnity. Well, today, those 4 accounted for 2 golden ducks and a sum total of 20 runs. Dude, how did we end up on the winning side of this? And how much does it mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was kind of a crazy game, lots of like roller coaster emotions. And you're right, like the main batsman didn't show up to the party, so I don't even know how we made it to the finish line. But it's kind of good that we can rely on others. It's a sign of a strong team when everyone is contributing. So with that lens, I think overall we should feel happy. It's a big win for the playoffs, big win in a tight situation. I think it's the first nail biter where we actually made it across the line. So yeah, I'm kind of happy, but I'm a little bit worried too. I feel like we shouldn't have to go into these kinds of close scenarios with how strong we started the game. But yeah, we can unpack it as we go.
Agreed. You know what? And everyone, let's unpack this. Editor, points table on screen. Just where's RCB exactly? Even if it's just for a day, this is great, right?
Barely.
How does the table
Barely
look?
on top.
Tell me about our top 2 chances, man.
Man, the loss to LSG has put us in a very precarious position. Now it's just going to be a dogfight, I think, for the within the top 7 teams. If you ask me, does today's win make us a top 2 favorite? I honestly don't think so. I think we need to stitch together a 2 or 3 win streak and, make sure we secure that first playoff, because the likes of CSK, we were tied on points with CSK, the same team that didn't know who their top order, middle order, who their bowling attack was. They're making a run, so are other teams. So we can't get ahead of ourselves. Top of the table, but just barely.
Yeah, dude, I'm going to take the other side, man. I'm going to say top of the table, yes, even if it's just for a day. I know Punjab play Delhi tomorrow, so if Punjab beat Delhi, they go on top. but we still stay second, you know. I feel like this win kept us just with the nose up on the Sunrisers and the Gujarats and obviously on the CSKs of the world. But we have to beat KKR, guys. Like, this is what it comes down to. We just have to keep winning. And we will keep winning. We will keep winning. You know why? Like, I think these are the kind of important games that define a season, right? Like, these nail-biting finishers where we end up on the right side of it really matter. Anyway, I actually have a hot take, guys, on this, where I actually don't think RCB, Krunal and Bhuvi aside, won this game. I think Mumbai lost this game, right? I think I can think of so many mistakes they made, man. First of all, like, their impact sub was Raghu Sharma, who didn't even bowl a ball. I don't know what he came in for. After they saw the way we used our spinners, they should have known not to, impact in a spinner. They should have used Shardul Thakur instead. Allah Ghazan for himself only bowled 3 out of 4 overs. That's one. Two is, after the maiden wicket from Corbin Bosch, why is Surya going to this kid, young, Angad Bawa, for the next over? Dude, he compensated us for the maiden over and gave us 16 runs immediately right back. And then the last over, 15 to win, they go back to this kid who clearly you can see, couldn't handle the heat. You could see it on his face. You could see it in how wide his wides were and how no balls his no balls were. And this last one, it's not on Surya, but I personally think that last ball, the throw, it went to the wrong end. Like, why was that going to the keeper's end? Rasik was much faster than Bhuvi, and that throw is like 22 yards longer. And we barely made it. So I think Mumbai lost this game. Ariman, my question for you, and sorry for the long-winded one here, is where did it all go wrong? Did they throw it away, or did we really clutch this one?
I think you missed the biggest one, which was Rickleton's run-out miss. I think any wicketkeeper like converts that like 99 times out of 100. So I don't know, some kind of divine intervention, right? Like I think a lot fell in our favor. We got a little bit too lucky, and this is like pulling a rabbit out of the hat. So I think we were down and out, and then Mumbai threw the game to us. I actually noticed on the comms, Sunny G called this out, that Rickleton was standing with his gloves on and he didn't take the glove off. And I don't know what the Mumbai strategy was. I don't know what they were playing at, but like a lot of their attack just collapsed and so many things fell in our favor. Like, how about that Rasik shot to finish the game, right? Like in that moment, right? That shot selection, like I looked at it and I was like, he's defending it. He's defending it straight back to the bowler. Bowler misses the ball. The misfield leads to an extra run, which is nearly run out, and we win the game. Like, yeah. I mean, now that the dust has settled, I think we got really lucky there.
No, you're so right. I forgot about the Rickleton moment. I also forgot about the Angad Bawa's, like, dude, they were saying on comms that whatever he did, whether he held the ball in his hand, that would have been a dot ball and they would have won, or he just really like let it go, don't touch the ball, it would go straight to a fielder and we struggle for 1 run. He did the one thing he could do that would help us win, which is like edge the ball or whatever, take it further down, giving us a chance for a second. No, crazy stuff. Crazy stuff.
I'm gonna slightly disagree with you guys. I think you made great points, but chasing 160 should have never been this hard in the first place. I love the intent that the batsmen are coming with, but I think at some point we got to be like, yo, we're going way too hard. Virat Kohli, first ball trying to clear mid off, getting caught. I mean, and it's like a recurring thing that's been happening over the last 2 games as well, and I think that's why we've been losing. I think the batting is just going way too hard. I love the intent, but like sometimes you just got to play the situation. You got 8 runs needed, and you're just trying to bottle the game. We made an insane comeback after that, and Mumbai literally handed us the game. So I agree with you guys, but like we got to stop bottling these like easy W's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the team is like not able to, you like smell the blood and you kind of get a pulse of what's going on that specific day, and then you make a decision and play. Right? They have this premeditated setup that we're going to come out swinging and we'll play fast. But I think good players, experienced players, like you just make a judgment call on the field based on like the conditions, how you're feeling, how they're feeling. You hear things, you hear strategy. And I think a little bit of that is missing. And that's what separates a good team from a champion team. So yeah, this has to be like a wake-up call for us.
Yeah. No, speaking of wake-up calls, guys, I know This is our favorite and our signature segment. So let's get right into it. 6 things we learned. All right, Bharat, you kick us off for this one, man. First thing you learned.
I'm gonna sing Bhuvi's praises. 4 wickets, bowled his heart out, and then comes in, hits the most clutch six of his career over cover. Unbelievable! What a game! What a performance! I
Dude, that
honestly
has to
don't
be
see
like
a better Indian
that
bowler
has to
on the
be up
circuit.
there with
He
one
needs
of
an
the
India
best
call up right
RCB
now.
moments in history.
Dude, yeah, I fully agree. I'm thinking like this is as good as 6 of 1, right? It's close. Like
It's
9
kind
of
of
3 is
similar.
basically 6 of 1. When you're playing your bowlers. So yeah, this is insane from Bhuvi, man. And just for that, first of all, he has 21 wickets. He has the purple cap. He got 4 wickets today, went under run a ball. And we aren't even talking about that in his green box. It's all about he gifted us this game. And I'm going to come up with a new scheme. Editor, you figure out how to do this. But Bhuvi does not get a green. I want to give him a gold, man. This guy is a gold box for me, a forever mainstay. Go back and watch our reviews. How many 6 things we learned has he gotten a green box? Almost everyone, man. So, Bhuvi, you get a gold today. Ariman, I already know who you're going to go with. So go ahead. Only next person I can think of.
Bro, I love my lefties, so I have to go with Krunal. Honestly, this has been brewing. It's not surprising, right? The chase versus Gujarat, and then that good cameo against Lucknow as well, the couple of sixes he hit. I think he's slowly kind of bedding into the IPL, and then this is the magnum opus knock, right? He like plays match winner, gets the game over the line. And like I was saying earlier, like you don't come out with a premeditated plan, but you kind of read like the direction of the game, right? You smell blood, and he like built his innings slowly. I think he was run a ball or probably even less for the first like 10, 12 balls. And then he like times his acceleration, picks the right matchups, and then hits the right bowlers. And then before you know it, it's like a match winning 50 score, healthy strike rate. And he's like, yeah, the only thing missing is that he didn't bring it over the line, but that's all right.
Yeah.
I think he got us like pretty much like 95% of the way there.
Dude, 100%. And this was reminiscent of last year against Delhi Capitals. And in fact, so perfect. I think, editor, please fact check this. He was 73 of 47 not out against DC, and we won that game. And today he was 73 of 46 out. And we still won this game. So yeah, maybe once a year, Krunal gives you this gift. And we are so lucky to have him. Guys, I'm going to go to a third green before we start talking about, I know who you guys want to talk about. So I'm going to throw this one in, but Rasik Dar Salam, one more time. Salam, bro. That's a solid performance. Look, I know anyone's going to look at the numbers. In fact, like I'm going to look at the numbers too. He had 1 wicket, 42 runs, 4 overs. Doesn't look great. But I'll tell you this, the very first ball he bowled, Tilak Verma hits like an absolute nothing tame shot to the cover fielder. And what does Romario do? Literally gives a 4. There was also an overthrow and Virat hits the stumps, which, by the way, great throw. He hits the stumps, gives overthrows. 2 balls later, Rasik Dar bowls such an insane slower ball. Tilak Verma finishes his shot, comes back for a second and skies it in the sky, an absolute dolly to Suyash. And he doesn't take the catch. Also, the very next ball after getting Namandhir out, Will Jacks comes out and he castled him. He got the edge. We just didn't have the right field placement for the day. Anyway, all this to say, guys, I'm not a stats guy. I don't look at 1 for 42 and tell you he doesn't deserve a green. I look at the moments where he showed up, and what bigger moment than that final moment. I didn't even know if RCB had won the game, but when you see the runner or the batsman himself know he's in, you don't question it for a second. So for me, the celebration started was when Rasik's celebration started. And love you, man. Like, keep doing this, dude.
Dude, how about the audacity to walk up to Romario and tell him what to do? Like, we're in a
Dude,
chase and Rasik's walking up to Romario and giving him a batting pep talk. Like, I was looking at that, and yeah, it's a good sign of confidence. And yeah, like you said, he knew he was in, and from the way he celebrated, I knew we were over the line. So
And he
that was
cares
a
so
good
much.
moment.
Like, a few days ago or like last week, maybe Ashutosh Sharma hit like just the final runs of something. And, he wasn't the guy who got the win. It was KL and Pathom, I think. But either way, he celebrated like he got the win. And I don't mind that, man. I don't mind that at all. And I don't mind that from Rasek today. Great celebration, great performance, both with the ball and with the bat and with your mouth. I completely agree. He's telling Romario and Bhuvi what to do. Bro, stay in your lane, man. Anyway, Bharat, let's go with another 6 things we learned.
The one performance I do want to talk about today is Romario Shepherd, who, in my opinion, should not have been on the starting lineup to begin with. But I guess, given the think tank at RCB, they want to stay with that combination, which has worked so well. And he kind of, repaid the faith with his bowling, like hitting that back of a length. It was really tough to like gauge him and like really get him away. But, you know, when push came to shove and he walked into bat, that such situation was like perfectly set up for him, and he just could not convert. Like the form has been terrible. It's such a tricky decision to make whether you play him in the next game or not, because we're going to be playing in Raipur and we're going to need his bowling. But that batting performance was abysmal. I mean, I don't really know what to say. 4 of 11 when we're like literally needing 10 and over, and everyone else is going for it. It's a tricky situation, in my opinion.
Yeah. Dude, I just want to defend him and say that it's not that he wasn't going for it either. I think he was going for it so hard. He was trying to hit like 12ers, bro. I don't even know. It's not a lack of skill. It's not a lack of effort. I just think it's bad luck. I don't know, Ariman. What do you put this down to, and give us your next box after?
Yeah, it's been a couple of games. So, I know he's a finisher. I know he's a high variance batter. It hasn't been coming off for him, but it also does have to come off for him at some point. And if it kind of continues in this way, then yeah, I think we probably think about a replacement, especially when we have like good players like waiting in the wings. But yeah, I think his bowling performance was a bit of a vindication though. So anyway, my yellow box would be Jacob Bethel. I think we know how good of a player he is. A great talent. He's had some good innings already, but I think he hasn't had that one big one, which we know he has in his locker. He started off really well today, couple of quick boundaries. I think he was 13 of 5 balls. And then I think he ended up at like a runner ball 20. So there was a clear slowdown, and I think in the context of this chase, it's okay. It's a fine thing if you can stay around and finish the job. But if you try to accelerate and you immediately get out, now it looks like you're 25 of 25. Runner ball 25 is like not a good innings in the game. So yeah, he was like on set, on track for a green, but yeah, he didn't do the things to kind of bring it home. And so I think there's a little bit of a question mark. We know that as soon as Phil Salt is back, he's probably going to get into the team because, yeah, I think Phil Salt kind of edges it over him given like this season's performances.
I don't think he edges it over him. I think after seeing the last 5 games, he smacks it over him. We're all dying for Phil Salt to return. We'll be tracking his flight on his way back from England. In fact, chatter is that he's already back in India, guys. Non-official sources, but that's the chatter. So look forward to it. Also, I personally get a lot of hate for how much I love Jacob Bethel, and I never give him a red box or a yellow box. So yeah, guys, here you go. You get your box, and I completely agree with Ariman. I think he was set for the green. The set batter has to take you home. And if he doesn't take you home, I'm sorry, that's a yellow. Or, if he wasn't this new and young, I would say even a red. Anyway, speaking of someone who's not new or young, vice captain of our team and not a surprise, another mainstay in our 6 things we learned. We should just fix him in a box at the end there, Mr. Jitesh Sharma. Look, like I'll say it honestly. I want nothing more than him to do well. I wanted nothing more than to give him a green box, even if it was like 21 of 15, but he's not out at the end, or he's 31 of 20 and he made it so easy that it was just singles at the end. I would have given him the green box. Like the bar is so low right now that we don't expect too much. And I think we got it. We got a few moments of it, man. That's 6 after 6 dot balls, by the way. What the hell is that about? In fact, you know what? Pause. Like, what the hell are those 6 dot balls, guys? Come on. What is going on?
Bro, I think he just wanted to play the over out. Like he walked up, he saw Bosch, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm not even going to bother." I feel like some of those were runs. Like he could have at least taken a single. But
Dude,
honestly, if he didn't go on the podcast and say what he did, I'd be inclined to give him a green. But just for saying that, like the audacity to say that and then go out there and bat like this, I think, yeah, it's got to be a yellow.
yeah, it's got to be a yellow. And dude, I was gonna say like his bar is so low, and that's why it's a yellow. I think any other middle order batsman doing what he did, that's a red for me. But you look like you're smiling. Anything to add on Jitesh?
Man, for me, there would have been two people who would not have played this game. One is Sheppy and one is Jitesh. Two losses on a row. It's just not worked out. We've given them chances. We want them to succeed. It's just not happening. It's fine. We move on to the bench, which is almost pretty stacked, in my opinion. We have Jordan Cox as the keeper, and we have Mangesh Yadav, who's this super, I mean, up and coming talent out of UP. Everyone's speaking about his all round capabilities. But hey, I don't know. I feel like honestly, team selection's trickier now that we won today. But let's see how it goes. I think we're gonna play the same 11 next game.
Dude, I think like if Phil Salt comes back, you may see two changes because Salt takes the gloves. I know we have Jordan Cox, but like I don't think you waste a foreign slot on Jordan Cox. With all due respect, maybe I don't know much about him, but I just don't see that happening. And so the fact that no one takes gloves now becomes like an advantage for Jitesh, which is kind of giving him a longer run in the side. So, but if Phil comes back, then you can bring Venki in as well and then drop both. So maybe that'll end up happening. We'll see.
We have our preview episode coming tomorrow. We will be discussing exactly these changes. Is it, is Salt going to be back? Jordan Cox comes in. Is there a way Duffy fits? Or is the boring answer the always evergreen, always true answer? Yep, we're playing with the same 11. How many times do we hear Rajat say that, man? Might just be one more time. But anyway, you know what? I'm done, man. Like, this has been a great day, a phenomenal day. I don't want to look at tomorrow yet. I want to enjoy today. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar needed to hit a 6 to win this game. This is his 4th ever 6 in the IPL and his first in 10 years since 2016. I guess it really is 2026 is the new 2016 when it comes to Bhuvi, isn't it? Wow, over cover, off a Yorker, last over, 9 to win from 3. This is not a part of any script. This is not a part of any plan. This is just a man who's given everything in his bowling, everything when he came out to bat. You know why? Because he decided that Kamal freaking Pandya, Clutch Pandya is not going to be on the losing end today. This game is going to live in a long time in our memories. Not because it was a good win or a clean win or an easy win. No hundreds, no fifers. But Kunal hopping on one leg, hitting sixes. Rasik Dutt diving on the ball and then celebrating while the umpire called for a review. And because of Bhuvi doing something he's only done 4 times in his entire IPL career. Top of the table, guys. Mumbai and Lucknow, see you, knocked out. RCB still here, still fighting for top 2 and back to winning ways. We will see you tomorrow for the KKR preview. Play bold. Cheers, guys. Come on, let's go.